Hi everybody. I do not have a topic tonight. I was chatting with my father and I didn't come up with a topic, so we are going to have to freeform it tonight. We're just going to have to flow freely out here. I have no makeup on and I had to take my nails, well, you know, my extensions off, so my nails are a little right now. I gotta go get them done again this week. Anyway, it's nice to see you all. Well, whenever y'all get here. There's not anybody in yet. Oh, Khalid's here, y'all. Khalid and whom else, I don't know. That's 4. So, only a couple people really told me what they wanted to talk about. Shut up, Khalid. Hey, Imran. Only a couple people told me what they wanted to talk about today. Thank you, Neil. And I know one topic was about creativity and with children. And okay, Khalid, I'm going to turn the comments off because you guys always do this to me. One topic I wanted to talk about was, well, one person said they wanted to talk about was really about garnering your creativity, about being a creative person, and about how that's actually more important than just having information in your head and or knowledge. So that was one topic. Another topic somebody told me about, which was, I thought this was a beautiful, she must be like a water sign because it was a beautiful topic. Samantha, if you're out there, this was for my girl. She was talking about how things in the world are not always black and white, how there's some areas that are indeed shaded gray. So that was really something that I had wanted to discuss. I like that. I like the concept. I like the concept of things not always being so black and white. When you are a child, you do childish things. And in doing childish things, you believe that there's only one way to view the world. And while I think that everyone should live by a code, even if it's a code they're making up for themselves one way or another, you should always have a code that you abide by. That's superiorly important, to have a code. It keeps you on target. It keeps you from getting yourself in trouble. So, always try to have a code of conduct for yourself. And it also builds confidence, actually. Hey Brandon. So let's start with, I like the concept. Well, we started with talking about those gray shaded areas in life. We can also talk about the concept of creativity being more important than knowledge. Creativity is literally what pushes innovation. And creativity is something that's going to change the world. Well, that does change the world every day. The more creative you are, the more you can branch out. Shut up. Yeah, absolutely. The more creative you are, the more you can branch out, the more people you're going to pull to yourself. That's why it's important to be well-rounded. So that's definitely something I subscribe to. I personally would consider myself an introvert and an extrovert. You have to be introverted because actually being introverted will help you bloom creatively. You need that time to yourself to really feel into your own emotions and feel into your own energy. And when you get that time to yourself to sort of almost recharge and get the creative juices flowing, then you can also branch out and share your ideas and polish your ideas. And this makes you just a more well-rounded person who can be happier in life. And I think that that's the goal at the end of the day, is for all of us to be happy. Thank you, Maurice, for sharing my video. Hello, Neil. I did say hi to you before, but I'm saying hi again. Hello, Xavier. I see you. I see you there. So yeah. So creativity is really important in my book. Just like SpongeBob said, imagination. Fax machine. Jesus Christ, Khalid. Okay, so now let's talk about dun 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 dun. Oh, wait, let me flip it back this way. This way? Flip it back. I whip my hair back and forth in these streets. I like it back this way. Now it looks bigger, but I don't really ever wear it on that side. I wear it on this side. Anyway, let me stop messing with my hair. Oh, now I can't stop. Thank you, Neil. Thanks. Appreciate that. Now I'm messing with my hair this whole live stream. What was the next look? And now I'm off track. Oh no. Oh yeah, areas that are shaded gray. As you grow up in life, and no matter what religion you choose to be, no matter if you're a spiritual person, no matter if you're an atheist or whatever. Hey cuz, everybody say what's up to my cuz Heck. He's in the house. So no matter what you're doing in life, and no matter what moral code, quote unquote, you're following, thank you, no matter what moral code you're following, it's very, very important to recognize that not every, I mean, you're not Captain America, homie. Even he struggles. Everything in life is not going to be black and white. But the most important thing for you is to make the decision that does not go against your code. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason why you should make the decision that doesn't go against your personal code is because once you go against what you said and you do something on the contrary, it's actually going to affect your self-esteem and your confidence. And I'm really big on building confidence. I'm really big on seeing people thrive, because you know what, at one point in my life I wasn't a confident person, and at one point in my life I didn't feel beautiful. At one point in my life I felt that nobody cared nor loved me. So and that's like as a kid obviously, but coming from that perspective, hi Murad, coming from that perspective, you then will learn how to love yourself, and that's the gift that comes out of that. That's the lesson that you learn from that. So it's really important to take some time and really take some time and decipher morally, ethically, or however you want to put it, what's going to work for you. Because thank you, Khalid, for the heart. Exactly. But you don't exactly, Maurice. You have to, Maurice says, plus your word will hold no merit. You have to practice what you preach. And he's spot on with that statement. Thank you for that. Now, the most important thing, it's not even just practicing what you preach because you want to be known as that person. It's actually deeper than that. You practice what you preach for yourself. Because that personal integrity, nobody can take away from you. It can't be bought, and it isn't sold anywhere. Hi Eric, how you doing? Thanks for joining us tonight. It's very, very important with your integrity to keep it as something that you don't go against. Like some of me and you, sometimes you might get with somebody and you have a code, right? You don't get with anyone that, oh, this actually happened to me one time, right? There was a dude, I'm hooking up with him. There was this chick that was an acquaintance. I wouldn't say that she was like a close friend, but she was an acquaintance. And I had a code that I did not sleep with my girlfriend's dudes. Even if it's just a dude that she's sleeping with and that's it, especially not at the same time. So I hadn't really seen her that much, and she was one of those people, you see them, you say, hey, what's up, and you keep it kind of moving. But still, out of respect for her and respect for me, I didn't want to mess with this guy at the same time she was messing with him. Um, turns out that in the long run, that I found out that he was actually still sleeping with her, and I felt very offended. And you know what? I had to go with my code that I had set up, rules for myself by myself. Now, whatever your code is, you go with that. You don't have to do what I do. You don't have to do what anybody else does. But you have to listen to that little voice deep inside yourself that's telling you what's right for you and what's wrong for you. Because that voice is going to help you when you get out there in the world, and then you're stepping to people. They're going to respect you more because you respect yourself more. So the energy that you're putting out, you're actually going to pull it back. Anyway, long story, because I went off on a tangent, but I think that was valuable information for you guys. Long story short, I found out. I went out one night. I saw them together. And you know me, I'm kind of petty. So I did walk up to them and say hello. And he looked shook, but he tried to like play it cool. And I actually didn't sleep with the guy anymore after that, because I wasn't going to go against my code. And getting back to that, it's really about personal integrity. Another important thing when you're trying to build confidence, you really have to get into forgiveness as well, because if you're not forgiving yourself, you may get depressed and dwell on things, and you're not going to move. Yeah, he was dirty macking hard, Khalid. You're actually not going to move ahead. So it's very, very important that you go, okay, I fucked up. I went against my code. I'm acknowledging that. I'm an adult. I don't need to punish myself. But I'm acknowledging that I did a major violation of my code, and now I got to tighten myself back up and get back in and fall back in line. That's important. And also, too, when you build confidence with small things at first, I always suggest that people take baby steps with things, because the small successes are a microcosm of your larger success. So every little step you take. Hey Clifford, thank you for joining us tonight. So every oh, I need some water. It's definitely live. Where was I? Every small step you take towards what you want to do is really going to help you in the long run in your life. But you have to really focus on the baby steps. And also, too, going back to, one of my favorite topics, haters, but going back to that, you're going to get people in your life who, will take on the world. Facts, Neil. Going through your life, you're going to meet people who are not confident. And your confidence in pursuing your goals is going to scare them. So they're going to try to get you to either hang out with them and be a low life like them, or they're going to try to get you off your game somehow or throw some salt in your game. And it's very, very important to disassociate yourself from these types of people as soon as you spot them. Because if you're not disassociating yourself from these types of people, then their energy is going to bring you down. And just being around the wrong person, that might be the reason why you're not getting done what you had wanted to get done. Being around the wrong person, that could be the reason why you're not succeeding at the level that you're expecting at that moment in time. So it's super, super important for you to be focused on and just, even if it's family members, you don't have to talk to them. Even if you're living with them, you can just choose to be cordial. Okay, all right, Neil, no problem. Thank you for chilling with me for a little bit. But it's very, very important to just not let them affect what you're trying to do. and as you move forward in your life, definitely try and just find those people who you can feel are looking out for your higher good, and who just get excited by seeing you get excited about your success. Those are going to be the people who are going to love you through everything. They're going to love you when you're doing bad and encourage you, and they're going to love you when you're doing good and encourage you even more. And that's the fucking shit. I love people like that. That shit makes me so fucking happy. And I don't know. That was my situation for the night. So what's up with all of you guys for the rest of the night? I ain't got too much I'm doing. I'm gonna be chilling. If you guys did not check out my dogs are barking. If you guys did not check out who's doing all these weird faces? My poem, I call it rhythmic poetry. I actually was singing a little bit earlier. Not nothing major. I was just kind of like putting a little rhythm together. But check it out on my YouTube, and I think I have it pinned to the top of my Facebook page, so you guys can check it out there too. Alright, I guess I'm all done. I hope you all like the pictures from my shoot. I'm actually on a really strict cleanse right now. I eat about once a day for this week, and I'm actually a little bit, Maurice. I don't really sing a lot, but you'll see my poem when this is done. That's true, Hector, but at the same time, you just have to be cognizant of who you're associating yourself with, because they can throw you off your game, is what I mean. Even if they're in the same vicinity as you and they're choosing to throw a tantrum or something like that, like, you have to really focus in. For me, sometimes getting out the house and just getting away from people, going to the library, going to the gym, going to a park, that really helps me stay focused. So like, you guys can do whatever you need to, just basically is whatever you need to do. But you did make a good point. The book is going to be coming out in a couple of months, probably. I want to say I will have it in production by mid to the end of the summer. My first book, it's actually called 4. I believe it's available on Kindle right now, but don't even worry about it. I'm actually working on it. I'm going to re-release it. And it's not going to be much. It's a short epic. Oh, and an epic. Thank you, Eric, and I love you being here. It's a short epic, and an epic is basically a poem that tells a story. So you guys can check that out, and if you want to buy my book, you can go ahead and buy it. Thank you, Clifford. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Also, and then the second book should be out by the end of the summer. And of course, I'm going to keep you guys all in tune for that. So, finishing my cleanse, and I got another photo shoot coming up. So I'll definitely have more photos for you guys, some professional stuff. I'm actually getting my portfolio together. Neil, I go live every Sunday night at 10 p.m. If there's a change in the schedule, I think the 18th is actually my little boy's birthday, my son's birthday. So I may go live Saturday night instead. And I'll go early though, so just be on the lookout for that. And but otherwise, same schedule. I go live every Sunday night at 10 p.m. So you guys can check me out here. We chop it up. If you have any questions, relationship issues, success stuff, I don't care. Literally, we can talk about aliens. We can talk about metaphysics. We could talk about spirituality, like whatever is on your guys' mind. Inbox me what you want to talk about, and what I usually do is I'll actually throughout the week think about it and then write down what I'm thinking, and then we'll direct the conversation that way, just so we can all kind of discuss different topics here with me. And I'll give you guys my point of view, you give me your point of view, and it's all good. Alrighty, so I'm out of here. It was my absolute pleasure, and I appreciate every single one of you. Have a beautiful evening. Oh, that's